Hello all, let's see a beautiful fantasy romance story the mermaids love. By the coast of the ocean of the glassy gale, on a night wrapped in shadow, fierce and pale, a violent storm began to rise, with roaring seas and shattered skies. The thunder cracked like a dragon's roar, as waves like mountains slammed the shore. A ship was tossed by wind and foam, far, far away from hearth and home. The sailors shouted, ropes flew loose, the mast bent low like a straining noose. Elias, the sailor, lost his hold, and fell to the sea, dark, deep, and cold. Lira beheld with widening eyes, as Elias sank where silence lies, down through the depths, so dark and deep, to the seabed's cold and shadowed sleep. Lira saw him drifting, pale and still, her heart surged loud, against her will. She took his hand, her touch a plea, and drew him gently from the sea. Lira, half hidden behind a rock, watches him with wonder. She hums softly and gazes, how handsome is he, or a whisper in the dark, gentle and pure. A dream, perhaps, yet more than seen, with eyes that held the ocean's gleam. Like tides that pull both moon and soul, her gaze made shattered pieces whole. She came in silence, soft and deep, a love that wakes you from your sleep. Elias awoke with breath anew, but dreams of her still stirred the blue. A mermaid's song, her eyes like flame, would haunt his heart and speak her name. Elias called out, if you're real, come back. A moment. Then, a soft splash behind him. He turns. She's there. Elias whispers, are you real? She nods. In hidden coves where moonlight swirled, they shaped the hush of their secret world. She taught him coral, he gave her lore, books wrapped in dreams and tales of shore. They laughed in waves where silence sang. Within the palace, cold and grand, Lira faced the queen's command. You are of water. He is land. Love like yours slips through the sand. But Lira's voice, both soft and grim, then let me drown, I'll drown for him. The dock was thick with salt and smears, as whispers curled around his ears. You chase mere ghosts, one sailor spat. Elias turned, his voice was flat, she's not a ghost. I know where she dwells. In a cave where drowned stars softly gleam, the sea which stirs her shadowed dream. Legs for 3 sunsets, she hisses low, but bind his soul, more down you go. Lira, pale, with fate untold, nods once, then drinks, brave and bold. She lay where the sea left her, breathless, barefoot, born anew. Salt clung to her skin like the memory of another life. He found her there, a miracle folded in morning light. Without a word, he wrapped her in the warmth of his world. And the tide, for once, did not take her back. They danced in a cabin of creaking wood and whispered wind, the music box humming like a lullaby the sea forgot. Gulls cried above them as their fingers tangled like roots. They spoke of cliffs, of stars, of quiet tomorrows. Far from the sea, he breathed, just you and me. The third sunset cracked the sky with storm and silence. A knock broke the hush, and fate stepped in, drenched and shivering. Elias. She breathed, a ghost returned in flesh and sorrow. His heart stammered, the past clutched him before the future could speak. Lira watched from the doorway, her love folding quietly into shadow. Lira stood where sea meets sorrow, the bracelet trembling in her hand. He came with words too late, stitched from guilt and memory. She returned, Lira whispered, eyes on the tide, so I must leave. The waves embraced her, legs became longing, tail glinting in farewell. Her song rose, a lullaby of love undone, then silence swallowed her whole. He walks the cliffs where the wind still sings her name, maps in his hands, though there's nowhere left to chart. Each dusk, he waits where the sea once gave her to him, eyes on the horizon, heart anchored in memory. For some loves do not end, they simply wait with the tide. The sea gave you to me. And though it took you back, love stays. Thank you for sailing through our story's tide, we hope it touched your heart, deep and wide. If it stirred your soul or sparked a dream, then like, share, and let our voices stream. Subscribe to Danveera Creation, where magic lives on screen.